so what am I gonna do here in this game? It's like nearly 8 a.m. in the morning here. Been awake since 2 a.m. What am I going to do here? I wonder. I was thinking, I haven't eaten my breakfast yet. What am I gonna do? Let me think. I was looking up last night because yesterday. Sorry, I couldn't remember what this. I didn't understand why this icon is there, but there's no icon for Wakako. Wakako, is that how you say it? Because I can't remember a year and a half ago when I did these missions. It says collect rewards? So did I do something similar for Regina? Did I collect a reward? I don't think so. I found out that mission is because of me saving the woman in the bathtub at the very start of the game. I had to Google that yesterday. I just couldn't remember why I remembered Wakako. Like, when did she contact me? And I should have remembered that because I watched the Rad Brad about 3 weeks ago literally do that mission. I should have remembered that was a Wakako mission. So anyway, that's what the gig's about. That's her. That's you collecting the money, and then I assume once you collect that money, it will become an icon. And then it will tell you how many gigs you've completed. Because so far, I think I've only completed one of her gigs. That was just the other day. So I was expecting it to have a similar icon saying, you know, you've completed X amount of gigs out of X amount of gigs. But it doesn't. So I'm assuming I have to collect it before the icon comes up. So I think I'll do that first. As for Regina, I'm assuming, you know, she just used to ring all the time every 2 seconds, so I'm assuming the icon was just always there. Maybe the first time I did one of her gigs it popped up, or maybe it was there to begin with. The other day's video, I also visited her to see if I could remember doing that before. Maybe that's what activated the icon. I'll visit her again, actually, during the day. I'll change it to daytime, because I visited her at nighttime. It was cool. It was nice looking looking out her window. Oh god, I keep pressing my button. Skip time to, I don't know, 7 a.m., 8 a.m. or something. I'll just go and visit her for a second just to see if anything's familiar about that. Which I don't think it will be. But I really just want to look out her window during the day. I've looked out it. God, I feel like I can't speak sometimes. In my head, I get sharp pains in my head, and it's like I can't speak properly. Ow. Right. It comes and goes. It's weird. It's like a stutter sort of thing. Anyway. Right, so I'll go up. So I'm really just doing this just so I can look out the window, really. But also, if I find it familiar, well, then maybe I have talked to her before. I honestly can't remember. I couldn't find my footage of PS4. It was very annoying. I basically have the footage on an old hard drive for my PS4, but I removed that hard drive because I was only using it for footage. I was using an external hard drive on my PS4. So I removed that hard drive thinking I don't know, I must have assumed I could just plug it into my PC or something, which was a bad assumption. Stand-up music's putting me off on what I'm saying. So basically, I put in a new hard drive into my PS4 so I can use it for just one game, the software called Dream, the game called Dreams for the PS4. So I'm using my PS4 for really just that one game. Because it's a piece of art, it's like an art software program type thing. So I thought, okay, I can't access my old hard drive using a PC, so I'll just plug it back into my PS4. Simples, right? But it's not simples. You have to update the PC. You have to update the PS4 again. So then I tried that. It didn't work. Then I read on the internet, and I'm kind of glad it didn't work, because if it had worked, it would have actually deleted everything off the hard drive anyway. According to what I read, it says if you update the PS4, you will delete everything. which I assume means everything, just all the captures that are on that hard drive. So I don't know why the update didn't work, but if it had worked, it would have deleted all that footage anyway. So well, I almost wanted to get the update working just out of curiosity to see why it wasn't working, like what the hell was wrong with it. But I thought, no, this is going to take way too much time. I'm not in the mood for this. So I just stopped doing it. Put the new hard drive that I had back in the PS4 in, and now I've got a hard drive just basically sitting there with footage on it, and I don't know how to access it because unless there's some sort of software program that you can get to access PS4 data from a PC. I'm sure there's a way, but I don't know if it exists or not. Like a popular type of software that you can get. So, but I think I might also have software that I moved to a hard drive somewhere, or footage that I moved from that I manually moved onto the USB stick. It was a 30 gigabyte USB stick, so I had to do multiple moves. I remember I did this like a year ago or something, and I cannot find it on my hard drive. Many of my hard drives, I've got like 5 or 6 or 7 or something hard drives, and I remember I thought I deleted one of my hard drives a year ago, but then it turned out I didn't, and now I'm confused. Maybe I did, I don't know. I cannot find the footage. I don't know if the Cyberpunk footage is on it, but I definitely know my Doom Eternal footage is on it. And I typed in Doom Eternal, and when I plugged in my hard drives in, nothing came up. And I looked through the hard drives as well, and so I'm at a loss. Where did my bloody PS4 footage go? There is footage on the hard drive, the PS4 hard drive itself, but that is inaccessible. If I try to plug it into the PS4, it says update required to use this hard drive or something. And if I update it, it will delete everything on the hard drive, so that's a complete catch-22. So I don't know then. I wanted to get my original footage so I could see things like that. But I realized it's not too important. Most of the gigs, for example, I can just Google them. I can't remember me doing them. I can just watch someone else do them on the internet. And, so really I guess it's not that big a deal. I don't think I've met Regina. If that's the only thing I care about, then the footage isn't that important. Except for nostalgia reasons. It's nice to look back at your footage. That's why I'm putting these things on YouTube. Oh, disclaimer. These videos are for me, not for you. It's really just a diary of me playing games, and I'm putting it on YouTube. But since I think it's possible someone might watch this, I'm talking as if it's to you. It's a bit of both. It's a bit of me talking to you, a bit of me talking to me. Right. So anyway, Regina's, do I recognize this? I was here the other day actually, but it was nighttime, but do I recognize this at all? Like, I don't think I do. I don't think I've met Regina before. I think she's only contacted you over the phone. That looks so cool at night, looking out her window. It looked very cyberpunky, like Blade Runner. It looked very Blade Runner-esque. Yeah, I don't think I've been here before. Should I talk to her? I guess. I mean, I'm here, right? I may as well find out some information.
Well, no time for this.
Okay, I may as well talk to her then, since I'm there.
Used to be a media, didn't you?
Not hard to guess, but I'll give you a point for perceptiveness.
Why you stop?
Never stop, really. Information is a weapon, V. I just traded in for a larger caliber.
How's things with Max?
Not easy.
Be surprised if it were. Guess he didn't like what you've become, huh?
I didn't used to like certain things either. Still don't like them. But I learned how to swallow them.
What's he gonna do now?
Don't think even he knows that.
case you don't know, Max is a guy that used to work with her, and in a gig there a few days ago, a week ago or something, he was in a TV station about to, can't remember, he was in he killed himself in one of the variations of events, so I saved him. He had like a bit of a gripe with Regina, but he eventually decided to listen to her, and that ended the gig. Basically, I sent him in a taxi or something to Regina's. I can't remember what the name of the mission was called. Tell me about Watson. Okay.
How'd you describe Watson in one sentence?
The Japanese built Kabuki, but the Chinese live there mostly. North side used to be plated in chrome, now it's covered in rust. We have an entire aquarium full of corpos, and that's no metaphor. Know what all that comes out to?
One sentence is never enough?
That's Watson.
She sounds like a black woman, but she's white. Is that normal? Does that happen a lot in life? White women that sound like black women? I don't know. Don't mean anything off it or anything, I just don't know. No big deal to me. Right, wait, I want to listen to that one again because I didn't really listen to what she was saying about Watson itself.
Well,
How'd you describe
Watson
in one sentence?
The Japanese built Kabuki, but the Chinese live there mostly. North side used to be plated in chrome, now it's covered in rust. We have an entire aquarium full of corpos, and that's no metaphor. Know what all that comes out to?
One sentence is never enough?
That's what.
It's not a metaphor? So they've got like an ocean full of... No, I'm pretty sure that was a metaphor. Okay, let me see. What's the situation with cyberpsychosis research?
About the cyberpsychosis work? Nothing yet. Need more data points still. This organization running the experimental therapy? I don't know. Not sure I trust them myself. But we need more research subjects for any overall.
Okay, considering she rings me so often, I kind of thought she might have a little bit more to say.
Well,
do you know what I think's really dumb? Horizon Zero Dawn. Or not Zero Dawn, Forbidden West. Like nearly every encounter in Forbidden West has way too many dialogue options. Like dialogue options that are just pointless and derivative and like just leading nowhere and not telling you any extra information that's useful. Just talking for the sake of talking. Where these types of games, like Fallout and this and Mass Effect and other games I play, you know, listening to what the characters say is actually interesting. And sometimes you actually want a bit more. You know, I kind of wouldn't mind her saying something a little bit more than that because, you know, she rings me. So, before the patch, she used to ring me every fucking 2 seconds. But it turns out, ironically, she has nothing to say. I mean, she doesn't have much to say, you know. You ask her 4 question dialogue options, and that's it. I kind of thought maybe she'd have a little bit more to say. If this was Horizon Dawn, however, even the most boring character in the game would have about 1 million things to say, and you just want to kill yourself. Because it's not interesting things that they're telling you. Anyway, okay, so, right. I don't know if Zero Dawn was as bad as Forbidden West. I don't think it was. Forbidden West was really bad for that. Just ridiculous dialogue. And to be honest, Outer Worlds, I played a bit of Outer Worlds, and I think the dialogue options in that were a bit, I don't know, stale or something? Like, they just seemed boring. Anyway, I like the dialogue options in this game so far. It's not too much, not too little, except for that, it seems a bit too little. Yeah, dialogue in this seems good. And I imagine it's the same for The Witcher, which I've only played about an hour of. I wouldn't mind playing The Witcher actually, but I'm kind of, for one thing I'm playing this, and there's other games I'm trying to get through, but there's also apparently a remake coming out or a reboot, or not a reboot, a remaster or something. I bought the game for like £8, but I'm thinking I could easily start it again and maybe buy it for 20 quid if it's going to look a lot better. Because I thought The Witcher looked shit on PC, on PlayStation. The colors are too saturated. I googled it one time. There's a reason for that. The colors are like, oh, it's weird. The grass looks yellow or something. And it's not. Hey, I don't know how to explain it. I can't even remember now. It just doesn't. The colors do not look natural. So I'm thinking in this remaster of The Witcher, they'll probably fix the colors. It's not just me. I googled it. There was a reason. Other people noticed this too. The Witcher had a weird color saturation or something. I think I picked up the shit from these boxes already. I don't really understand what this creature is. Is this like a god or that they worship in Japan or something? Why is he facing? Oh yeah. Why is he facing that way? Cause can I jump out this window? Sorry, I've been looking off. Again, this is not for you, it's for me, so I'm just staring out a window here. Just getting my... wonder what it's on. Some performance. I thought something looked a bit weird when I looked out the window. It should look a bit more better now. Ouch, 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 ouch. Heartburn.
Well, no time for this.
Face looks all... I don't know, she always rings me. I'll have to wait till she rings me next. She looks much more scarred than what she looks like when she rings me. But maybe I just never really noticed. I'll have to go somewhere and get her to ring me and then look at her face. Should I do that first before I go to Wakaka? I'm really just trying to get a bit of my surroundings from a higher up perspective. Maybe you can't take a helicopter ride or something in this game. Luckily there's a new flying car mod out for the PC which looks fucking awesome when you're looking at it in like at super graphics, whatever the graphics. Oh wait, there's this guy. No, nothing.
My knight in shining armor, my damsel in distress. What do you want?
Got
any plans? I'm not giving up on reporting. Well, it's your call. That's right. It is my call. You gonna stay here at least, or what? If I don't, you'll come for me again? As long as the eddies are right, huh? How about a smile for me, princess? How about this? Huh? Well, at least you haven't blown your brains out. I'd say that's progress. Progress? You call this progress? I heard you and Reggie have your differences. Care to be more specific? I saw what working together looked like with you two. Sabotage, collecting, murder. She's a fixer. You knew that. But I didn't realize how much she changed. I shouldn't have let you talk me into this.
No, I think you should have, because I think you just would have killed yourself. Right. Okay, so that's all he has to say.
Come on, don't have all day.
I feel like he wants me to say something else, but there's nothing more to say. Maybe there's almost too little dialogue option in this. Anyway, so... now who's this guy?
What now?
Unless this was from a mission like I did a year and a half ago, I don't recognize this guy. He doesn't seem to want to say anything, so I'm thinking he's just there to give the room some atmosphere. Right. And this guy, again, just atmosphere with some sense of family or something. Stuff going on, you know. Okay, this is I tend to dander in these games, like do nothing, like just waste time. Right, so hurry up, me, and go somewhere. I'm gonna get her to ring me here on a side save. I call it side save. I don't know if there's a real term. There's probably an actual term for that. I didn't realize I was in the elevator for that long. Well, I'm gonna get her to ring me on a side save here, just to see if her face is scarred. I never really noticed before. Here's a gig. She'll ring me for this one, I guess. I never noticed this week, Bridge. Oh no, I did. Remember I did a wee cheat over here if you keep jumping. I wonder if that cheat still works. It's like something like if you jump up, if you like climb on this or something and then keep hitting the ceiling, you get athletics points or something. I can't jump. I thought it was something like if you jump and hit your head off the ceiling constantly, competitively, it builds up your athletics points. Because actually athletics seems to be very difficult to build up. Because, you know, all these things, right? I don't have my attribute points in them, right? Right? So technical level 4. So I can't get past the level 4. I can't get past the level 5. I can't get past level 5. I can't get past level 6. I can't believe I put extra points into that one. If I'd known what I know now, I wouldn't have put maybe any points into that one. Oh, even though, ironically, I do like stealth a lot in these games. But, I mean, I do stealth most of the fucking time. But I just find that, first of all, I don't find any of the stealth points to be that important, to be that useful anyway. And second of all, it's just that all the other things are better. It's not that I don't like stealth, because I keep using stealth automatically. I can't seem to help myself. But it's just that I like all these points better. You know, you're making more use out of the game if you pick intelligence and crafting. You're making more use out of some of the main features that they incorporated into this game. Things like reflexes, which I really like. I mean, I definitely need to get my handguns going up, because I only ever use a fucking handgun. But, like, I like the other guns too, but the handgun seems to be the most useful. And since I'm playing them very hard, it means that if I don't use something useful, they just mow me down in 2 seconds. So, yeah, but the quick hacks, you know, they're really cool, and I haven't really done crafting yet, but eventually it will make the guns awesome once I put points into it. Kind of forgetting what I'm saying. Oh yeah, athletics. Basically, it's the only one that I haven't maxed. It's at level 4, and I've had 14 attributes. Or what I mean, I've been building up these points to save them up, so I can build up to 20, right? On at least one of these. Get one of these up to 20, and then create a side save that I can access at any point. To save me having to replay the game over and over again to do different builds, I was thinking just save up my attribute points, and then once I've got enough to fill at least one of these up, then start putting the points into something. Create a side save, and then start putting the points into something. That way I can always go back to that side save and, you know, start maxing out my reflexes, or maxing out my body, or maxing out this or something, just to see what it's like. So I thought I'll do it that way. It's kind of annoying, you know. I mean, I'm tempted to spend some points, but it's also exciting to think, oh, I'll have so many points to spend. But it's also annoying, even with that many points, it's still not enough. You know, unfortunately, I have to really put them into this if I kind of want this particular perk. because I have an OCD where I hoard things. I don't like letting go of a mod. I don't like disassembling clothing or something if it's going to also disassemble the mod. So it's like, I kind of want to get crafting up to this just for that one perk, but it's also I do need crafting up anyway because of all the other bonuses. Because I want to do a crafting build, I guess. And also, I love the engineering weapons, so I mean, there's nothing bad about that tree. So I mean, I may as well. But it is annoying that I don't know if I still haven't bothered to count yet. I counted a year and a half ago, but in the last 2 weeks, haven't actually bothered to count how many will I be able to get these up to. I don't know. I can't be bothered. I never can be bothered. Right. So I think you have 71 points. I think. I'm not sure. So I mean, it's not that hard to count. But I don't know what I want. I'd have to look first. You know, it might turn out I do want this up to 20, and then I might have to sacrifice some of this one, or this one, or this one, or something. But athletics, it's the only one that doesn't go up. It's so hard to get it to go up. Everything else goes up. Oh no, wait a minute. Annihilation actually isn't going up much either. Which one's Annihilation? Again. Oh yeah, is that really? I think it's just shot. Interesting. I've seen these before, but I always forget they exist. That combined with some of the. Do I have a cold blood option that allows me to run faster? Ooh, interesting. I love movement speed in these games, and I just realized if I combine that movement speed thing with light machine guns or shotguns and a modification, assuming the game code is correct, like you always have to. Sometimes you worry in these games, does the game code, does it actually work? If it says it's going to increase your thing by 30%, does it really increase your thing by 30%? But I'm assuming the game code is all up to scratch, that these things would stack, that I put this stuff on, this cold blood stuff. I have to practice with that sometime in the side save. Maybe today. I like movement speed, so that could get my movement speed up, and this Annihilation could get my movement speed up too. Only with shotguns and machine guns, but still. And then maybe a mod, assuming that all stacks on top of each other. I could get a clothing mod, which could increase my movement speed, and then maybe I could be moving around really fast. Now that'd be cool. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess. What other things are there? I have to test that cold blood thing, actually. So anyway, Annihilation hasn't gone up because I don't really use shotguns that much, so that would explain that. Let me see what the next point is. Increased critical chance 2% using shotguns, not machine guns. Right. So it's annoying as well that I can't increase any of these until I start putting points into them. But Athletics specifically is even more annoying. It just doesn't seem to go up. I think... Wait a minute. Increase carrying capacity by 40? If you reach level 6 in Athletics? Okay, well now I have to get it to go up. Oh no, wait, no. No, it's okay. I forgot. I'm thinking back to like 6 days ago before I found a way to lower my weight. I just color coded my weapons on a document on my computer. That way I could put them all into my stash, and then when I collect new ones, I'll remember whether I have them or not. So I found a way to manage my weight better anyway. But yeah, the extra 40 capacity would still be nice. So yeah, I might have to Google here a way to build it. I built up some of my athletics using the cheat, to be honest. Initially, it was like something like you just jump, knock your head off the ceiling over and over again or something. So I don't know. Maybe it's when you use melee weapons you run out of stamina or something. You know what? I'm just gonna Google it now. Okay, it took a minute or two. So apparently, if I equipped like a melee weapon and just like hit it over and over again. Like my katana said, it recommended. 90 Fred, 100 Fred electrical. What makes this better, though? Well, this is iconic, right? What makes it so special? When that thing's active, it increases critical chance by 50%. That must be the... Anyway, so... It says if I keep hitting this, I'll get 20 XP a minute. Or something, what did I say? 35 seconds to gain 20 XP, so what XP am I at so far? Character. I don't like cheating in games, but sometimes, like, this athletics thing is ridiculously slow. I'm always jumping about, and yet I'm only at level 4. I've jumped about so many roofs and stuff, and it's done nothing. So... Alright. Oh my god. 2000... Okay, that's 2048, so... 35 seconds gets you 20 XP, that's... Okay, it's a 353. Let's see what this... hitting this katana does, if anything. Those pigeons outside are so irritating. It's a 353. Let's see if it's going up at all, or does it... What am I doing? It's still at 353, okay then. I'd be annoyed if they patched something like this, because it's not fair. Why do you need to hit a katana so many times anyway, just to get carrying capacity? How are these two things related? Oh yes, I am getting points. I'm getting points, yes! I got 75 points. This is going to take forever and going to really hurt my finger, because the PlayStation, I don't like what they've done with the haptic feedback for the katanas. They've made the control stick very stiff for the katana. On the PS5, the haptic feedback triggers, you know, made it very stiff. I guess it's good for my tendon muscles. Ow. Sometimes I think haptic feedback can be a gimmick at times. It's not a gimmick for guns, but for using it on a katana? I mean, katanas don't have triggers, right? You see, haptic feedback works with guns because guns actually have triggers in the real world. But using haptic feedback on other objects, things that aren't triggers, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, it can make sense. It really depends. Like, if you're... Like, the vibration, I mean, I don't know. I have to play more Astro's Playroom, but, you know, like, I just don't get it sometimes. The stiffness of this trigger, I would actually think the trigger's broken. But it's not. It's just a haptic feedback creating a resistance. It is affecting my actual stamina. This resistance to the trigger here. It's hurting my tendons. I can't believe my athletics hasn't gone up anything else. I've been hitting this frickin' thing for ages. Hold on, why do I keep going? So let me see. Athletics. What was it at? 353? Was it 3, 5, 3? Let me just get a calculator there. And I got 7. Was it 3, 5, 3 plus 75? That's what it said. Plus 75 again is 503. Oh, I must have gotten number 75 without realizing it. Oh, and there's another 75. Unless that was the 75 that it calculated just before at the same time as clicking it. No, that was a new 75. That's all right then. Maybe I should actually time this then. Get a stopwatch or something. Get my stopwatch. They said in the internet, something. What did they say? 35 seconds for 20 XP. Okay, I'll get a stopwatch. This is gonna hurt my wrist. Where the hell's the stopwatch? This is going to hurt my tendons. And again, it's the haptic feedback that makes it sore. If it didn't have this haptic feedback resistance, it wouldn't be near as bad on my tendons. So, hold on, better take a sip of milk. Heartburn. Okay, gonna go out and then. Nope. Why won't it start? Why won't you stupid thing? Oh, it's not. I was on timer, not stopwatch. Okay, start. I'll just keep clicking it as fast as I can. I don't know if we need to click it super fast. I don't know if we need to click it that fast. Because sometimes he's not even moving his hand. Oh, it's sore. I'm going to use my other finger. Yeah, I'll use that for a bit. This is actually good exercise for my... okay, that took 46 seconds. Let's say 45. I've got these little squeezy things that you can squeeze to build up your... I've got a million things I could use to strengthen up my muscles, but I never use them. I've got a weight bench, I've got 3 weights, I've got loads of things. I've got a resistance band thing I literally bought last week in the hopes I'd start using stuff like that. But this is the first time actually exercising. Hey, I should have got number 75 XP by now according to the 45-second rule. Ow! My fucking wrist. That one took longer. That one took longer. I don't know. So it looks like the first part of my Cyberpunk mission again, like usual, I'm not actually doing any missions. I'm just experimenting or trying to... well, I don't use exploits that much. But... or really ever. But, you know, I'm usually just experimenting or figuring out how something works. Right, okay, reset, start again. Let's see how long that takes. That took about 45 seconds again that time, so. I have to get something like 2048 just to get to level 6. This is going to take a long time. It's gonna be good for my wrist though. Little bit of exercise for my tendon that connects my wrists and my finger. Ow. 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 It's been over 45 seconds. Come on. Why is it different? Oh my god, I just found a way to save. Oh my god, I think I'm moving. Hold on a minute. I might have been moving slower than I need. I didn't realize there's not just a resistance to this haptic feedback, but there's a sweet spot. Okay, I'm gonna test something here. There's a sweet spot, I think. Hold on. If I press it in the whole way, I'm trying to look at the speed these actual hands are moving at. Or if I press it only a part of the way. No, I don't know if it's the same or not. Am I moving faster? It's like there's a sweet spot if you get the resistance of the haptic feedback trigger. It seems like it goes faster for a second. Oh no, wait a minute, that's the stamina going up. Hold on. When the stamina goes up, the resistance is very slow. Then when the stamina... Oh, I see now. I didn't even notice that. When the stamina... I didn't even notice the resistance is only when you're regenerating stamina. There's resistance in the trigger. But when there's no stamina, when you've got your stamina, there's like a sweet spot, and you can just hit halfway. You can hit the trigger halfway. Okay, I'll get it up one more time. I'll wait till the next 75 and then I'll stop because I need to get on a lot of things. Okay, there it is. Been recording for 43 minutes. I noticed. Let me see. So I started at 353 or something, and I got that up to. Let me see. Okay, only another 1,020 to go. That's going to take forever. And it still only gets me up to level 5, and I have to get up to what, level 6 to get that 40 capacity thing. So that's going to be a bit... Oh, you get increased health if you do that. I guess I could just... What I could do is just like watch TV and just hit the trigger button over and over again while I watch telly. Oh no, I forgot. I can't get past anything past 7, can I? That's annoying. What kind of benefits do you get? Oh, you can get. Does that add another 100 on? I wonder. When entering combat, armor and resistance is increased by 10% for 1 second? Wait, it says per 1% perk level. I don't know how that makes... You must be able to gain levels off these things. I don't understand how that works yet. So let me see, where will I go? I was going to call Regina, right? Oh no, I was going to get her to call me. Oh no, I just realized this is the hotel. This is the thing I was talking about in one of my videos the other day. I must have never completed this mission. Anyhow, I remembered this hotel and there was a mission there, but I obviously never even completed it. But that means she's already rang me. So, anywhere else? Any other gigs that she has that maybe she hasn't rang me? Catch a tiger's toe. I think there's a title to the thing that means she's already rang me about it. Interesting. She's rang me about all these then. So I'd have, except for this one probably. Or has she rang me about that too? Interesting. I don't know. You go back to an early. Do I really have to? Just, you know what? I'll just Google it. This is stupid. I just want to know if she has a scar when she rings me up. She looked all scarred in the face. So I'm just going to Google it. This is ridiculous. I can't find anything about... I can't find any... Oh my god, I can't... I'll have to go back to an earlier save. Like one of these, like... Where's that one I was literally on a minute ago? That's that earlier save. When I initially started recording, it was already on that save. Where'd that go? It should be there. It should be there if I was already accessed it. It should definitely be there if I already accessed it. There it is. Alright, so I can't seem to find a video of her ringing anybody. Well, I don't know, maybe it's hard to tell from the thumbnails. I'll just do it myself. So, let me see. Like this mission, for example, does that already say thievery? No. So does that mean she's already rang me about that gig? And I somehow didn't notice her ringing? I don't know. Anyway, there's a gig right there, so... I just have to check out her face here. Here it is. Here she is.
AV, got this client.
Oh, yeah.
Not the brightest bulb in the bunch. Got himself into some serious trouble. Needs to leave town ASAP. More intel attached.
Yeah, she is all scarred. I never noticed before. Alrighty then. Which gig's this? Out of curiosity. Was this one where you look for the guy? Oh yeah. So it is. You know, you could get I don't think there's a new game plus in this game, but if there is, you could get for this game in a day probably. If you were all maxed out with all the quick acts and the weapons and all, you could probably just run through these gigs in no time. Complete the whole game. Well, maybe, I don't know about the main storyline, but the side missions probably, I don't know. I take my time about them though. But, I mean, if you're trying to rush through it, and you had all the weapons and stuff, I guess you could probably complete all the side missions in no time. I mean, there is a good load of them, but still, you could probably rush through them. Anyway, so, what am I doing? It looks like the Wakako thing is going to have to be on to the next video, because, like usual, I've spent wasting time. It's not, again, it's not a video for you guys, it's really just a diary for me. But if you're watching it, that's great. So, yeah, I don't think there's no point going to Wakaka now, because, like, is there anything else I could do before I go to Wakaka? Am I saying her name correctly? I'm gonna eat, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put on a chow mein thing from Tesco's. Starving. I'm gonna actually put that on right now. Okay, so that's in the microwave. It took me like about a minute and a half there. So what can I do while I've got the next like 9 minutes of recording time left? I don't think there's anything to do. I can't go to Wakaka just yet because it's gonna take over the 9 minutes. Don't know why it matters half the time. Why it matters? Like, I'm just so OCD about recording, even though it's not really, as I said, for you guys. But I'm still OCD about it. I take games very seriously, you know. It's like nostalgia. I'd like to look back at this video in 30 years from now and be like, oh my god, that's the day I played that mission, and oh, that's the stuff I was saying about playing that mission. That's assuming YouTube will exist in 30 years. I mean, geez, that's a very good point. How the hell would I know if any of these videos actually stand the test of time? Anyway, whatever. What can I do? I don't know. I really don't know. What's this? Bar? There's nothing really to do except for prepare to eat. I could visit a clothes store, because I've never been in one before. In some ways, sometimes making the videos restrictions, having to do everything within an hour, actually forces me to do stuff that I wouldn't have done otherwise. It's like, yeah, I still haven't been into a clothes store yet. I'm not sure how to get. I think this is on the upper floor, so. Oh yeah, I can go up these steps. I'll go up the other step. I assume there's more steps. I think there is. Yeah. Okay. Let's get going then. Okay, it's not like a nice fancy shop or anything. It's just a stall. I wonder what kind of shit you buy from the store.
Killer does.
I wonder if you buy armor and stuff from these guys. I've never even tried.
Isn't that
Tiger
Tiger
Core
Core
Inc.
Inc? Since when
Since
did
when did
gangers sell
gangers sell
threads?
threads?
Since
Since
one of
one
their
of their
bosses
bosses
decided that
decided
they
that they
don't need
don't need
tubes with
tubes with
fucked up
fucked up
spines.
spines.
Got any
Got any
nice
nice
threads for
threads for
me?
me?
If
If
thrift
thrift
falls
falls
into your
into your
definition of
definition of
nice,
nice,
then
then
sure.
sure.
Interesting. Oh, but it's expensive. There's still some mods as well. Ooh. Grants immunity to shock. Grants him, like, complete immunity? Oh, I wonder if they... I don't know if they sell the same stuff every day or not. Maybe I should buy it just in... Why not? Just get it. Just in case, you know? I don't like wasting any money in this game. I feel so frugal. Like, I feel like, oh, but I'll probably pick that up down the line anyway, you know? And I don't want to put mods onto my clothes yet until I have that perk point, until I can put my points in that crafting thing. So, I mean, the chances are I'll probably find this thing anyway, or something equal to it. But I guess it's only 304 quid. That's like the price of free weapons I could pick up in no time. So, I mean, maybe I could just buy it and have it there just in case. This is armor by 20? Oh, that would come in a bit handy. Crafting spec. I've not seen this before. A breastplate? doesn't tell you. It tells you that you're crafting them, but it doesn't tell you the value of what what kind of armor they're going to have once you've crafted them. So it's like, what? So I mean, that's a bit. You know what? I'll do it on a side save. Or got 4 minutes actually. I've got 4 minutes. I could do it now. I've got 4 minutes to upload. Save game. Save game. I mean. Okay. Crafting spec. What happens if I build this thing and build a short for the hell of it? Crafting. New. Can be substituted for points. In a pinch? Oh, panties. Armor 40. Okay. And what armor do I already have? Wait, am I already wearing that? I'm confused. I don't really understand. I bought the crafting spec, but I must have also bought the actual original as well. Oh no, sorry, it's not that I'm wearing it, it just makes it look like I'm wearing it. It's just showing me what it looks like. Alright, it's just giving me a little glimpse of what it would look like. So I don't actually have it yet. So I'd have to craft it. Interesting. I'm still a bit confused how crafting works. Maybe... How many minutes do I have left? Nah, too many. I've only got a couple of minutes of recording time left. I'll wait. Well, let's just see. Maybe got about 4 minutes actually because of the intro screen. Body, technical, crafting. Just put all the points in the crafting. Here. Yep. This is why I build up my points, people, because that way I can just mess around and try out different ideas. That's why I don't use my points. So I'll use epic items. Oh, I think I remember how this works now. Oh yeah, I realized this last week. Unless it's iconic, it's not going to. It's not going to give me like an icon. It's not going to give me a epic version of this. It's only if it's an iconic weapon, it then upgrades for each version. But I'd still have to find the crafting spec of this. Right. So I'm just thinking here. I could craft this, and then what? Like, what am I? I forgot which one to go to. And then upper body new. That is more powerful than the thing I already have, but you know, that's it. Once I've crafted that, there'd be no point in ever crafting it again. Only, like, it's not like you can craft better versions of it, I don't think. Upgrades, I better upload this video now, but let me just check, is there, like, what kind of things can I never realized you can upgrade clothes. I'm so stupid. I played this game for nearly 200 hours and there's so many things I've still not looked at yet. Like, oh my god, you can just upgrade this? Sometimes. Oh, interesting. But it does take up a bit of components, like, it'd be better just finding it in the wild. But if it's something that you really like, I guess. Anyway, I'll upload it now. Bye-bye.